are taking off on a big adventure separately. Hunter is going on the Trans-America Trail, and while he does that on our dirt bike, I will be going on my own adventure with the dogs in the short bus.
As you can tell from the pile of stuff behind me, we're getting ready for our trips. I've always wanted to do the Trans-America Trail, which is about 4,500 miles of basically all off-road trails, gravel roads, fire roads, and it goes from coast to coast, from Port Orford, Oregon to Hatteras, North Carolina. We're going to be starting here in North Carolina tomorrow and driving all the way across the country. I'm going to be bringing the GoPro and drone along on the TAT trip, so I'm going to be filming as much as possible. Should get some pretty cool content and travel stuff. I'm really going to be missing Carly and the dogs while we're gone, but we will be meeting back up somewhere in the country. Not sure exactly where yet, but excited to get back together as soon as possible.
So Hunter's getting our bike all packed up here. It's looking a lot different than normal with all his supplies, and I will take you in and show you what the short bus is looking like these days. We got the passenger seat installed. Got some rugs down here temporarily. There's our queen mattress for me and the doggies. They've been loving it. And here's just a little bit of my camping supplies. So we'll be gone for about a month and a half. And then we'll come back and we'll be even more excited to do the build because it won't be so hot out. So it'll actually be nice out for us to do this build outside. There they go. So the dogs and I are getting ready to take off on our own adventure in the short bus. Are you excited? Are you excited for the adventure? Where do you think we're going? I haven't even told you yet. What about you? Are you excited for the adventure? Yeah, you boys are gonna have a lot of fun. Lots and lots of fun. Go boys, go! Good morning. A lot has happened since I last recorded Hunter leaving for the Trans-America Trail trip. So he found a dog that was in desperate need of help and decided to postpone the trip in order to help her. He ended up taking his bike in a U-Haul all the way back home after completing 1,800 miles of the trail, and then turning right back around, putting her in the Jeep and heading to Colorado, where I currently am, so that he could give her to our good friend Brian, who's going to give her a great home in his Skoolie. So we're really excited for her. And luckily, we got to meet up. We're at a state park right now. I was picking my dad up from the Denver airport. What is your goal for this trip, Dad?
My goal was to see moose and whatever else I come across, and to see some fabulous scenery.
Right, boys? We're going to see some wild animals. We're going to be doing lots of boondocking, so the boys will be happy to run around. No more campgrounds. And Hunter will be heading to Leadville, Colorado to drop Lassie off with Brian. There she is. She's very pretty. Our guess is that she's a collie mixed with an Australian Shepherd, and she's really, really sweet. After 9 hours of driving, we made it all the way from Denver to the Tetons, and we just snagged an awesome boondocking spot with an amazing view. Look at that. That is going to be a beautiful sunset tonight. Don't you think, Summit? What do you think? It's a pretty spot, isn't it, huh? We are going to spend the rest of the day relaxing after such a long drive, but I will be sure to share the sunset with you. the first windshield squeegee from Maryland all the way to Yellowstone. We've hit a lot of bugs. Yesterday we were in the Tetons and today we're in Yellowstone. We are taking advantage of one of the only spots that the dogs are welcome to be in. We are waiting for Old Faithful to go off. That's right behind me. It should be about 15 minutes and I will be sure to catch it on camera. There it goes. Canyon's not a fan. A little scary, and Summit doesn't care. But I think it's pretty cool. What'd you think, Dad?
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. See Old Faithful.
Friends will come, friends will go. They all seem to change while I'm still the same. 'Cause I just can't let go. And there's no one to blame. It's just the way it is. Like stone, emotionless in this world of stories. Oh, like stone, I'll be here forever, waiting for your call. Lovers come, lovers go. And they seem to change, but I'm still the same. 'Cause I still love them all. And my heart's not to blame. It's just the way it is. Like stone, in this world of stories. Oh, like stone, I'm fixed in a framework that is moving beyond my control. Like stone, I'm motionless in this world of stories. Oh, like stone.
Our last boondocking spot was in the pine trees, just outside West Yellowstone. This one is just outside East Yellowstone in Cody, Wyoming. Totally different climate. It was 100 degrees yesterday, but nighttime was nice. It was 68, so it was perfect for sleeping with the screens in the windows. Part of the reason boondocking is so important, Tetons and Yellowstone are not the most dog-friendly parks, that's for sure. So our boondocking spots are the only times that Canyon and Summit are getting to run around. We are halfway from the Yellowstone Teton area to Rocky Mountain National Park. We're enjoying a beautiful sunset at our boondocking spot that's right in between, and some nice sticks to chew on. Once we got to Rocky Mountain National Park, we met up with Hunter. He had completed more of the Transamerica Trail in Colorado and decided that he would do it in sections. So he will complete the rest of it later on because Lassie took priority, of course. My dad met his goal of seeing a ton of wildlife when we were in Rocky Mountain National Park, and I used the zoom lens on my camera instead of the GoPro because we saw lots of elk bugling and we saw female, baby, and big male moose. I'm glad we got to check a bunch of wildlife off his list. He flew back to Maryland, and now Hunter and I are together in the short bus. So that brings me to today with the dirt bike in the back of the short bus. So we found Hunter, we sold the Jeep, now the dirt bike's in the back of the bus. We're happy about selling the Jeep because we are doing some big downsizing to be able to travel in the short bus. We won't be towing a Jeep anymore. Thank you, Summit. Hunter and I are traveling together again, which is awesome. The dogs are really happy about it. And we're making our way back to Maryland to get this short bus build done so we can really get to traveling in comfort in a finished bus.
Be free, be free, be free.